Now on CoastTV News.
We're starting our Thanksgiving with cloudy skies, rain developing across Delmarva this morning. Heavier rain to our west and north. The rain could be heavy at times this morning, then drying out later today. A cooler Black Friday, then the big chill starting this weekend. Details coming up.
Thanksgiving travel is in full swing. What to expect on Delmarva and across the country. Pricey plates, we are breaking down the cost of Thanksgiving food this year. And some parking solutions, Ocean City greenlighting a new plan to ease street congestion.
This is CoastTV News Today.
Good morning, everybody, and happy Thanksgiving. I'm Paige Marley. Thanks for being up with us during our 6 o'clock hour. It's maybe not the Thanksgiving forecast we were hoping for, but as we mentioned just a few moments ago during CoastTV News at 5, it could be a lot worse. So we're going to bring in Bob right now. Bob, we really just have to get through this morning, and then we can have our football games and maybe get some outdoor time.
Yep, and I think we will this afternoon, Paige. I think the sun will come out at that time, but it could be worse. Could be snowing and icy. We're not seeing that, but we are seeing the rain beginning to build into the region in parts of Sussex County, northern Sussex County. Eastern Shore also getting in on the rain. Still dry a little bit farther to the south, but you see the rain from the I-95 corridor up into New York, so it's going to be really wet for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And then white, we're looking at snow into Pennsylvania and interior parts of New England as we're tracking low pressure that is moving to our west. We had a warm front move through, and then here comes more rain through Virginia. That will move through this morning. Out the door, we're seeing temperatures in the 50s, and we've got a southeast breeze as well. So Futurecast shows that rain beginning to build in this morning. Get steady to heavy at times. Take it slow on the roads. I know a lot of us are getting those last-minute items for Thanksgiving, and we are going to see some ponding on the roads, and that rain does get heavy later in the morning. And then we do start to see things winding down into the afternoon. I think by mid-afternoon, we start to see sunshine. It does get breezy from the northwest, and temperatures do start to fall. And by this evening, we're into the 40s. So traveling this morning, I gave it the red light, rainy, take it slow. And then for the afternoon, much better with sunshine and conditions drying out.
All right, thank you so much, Bob. From planes to trains to automobiles, this year's Thanksgiving travel, it's packed with people, as always. It's a brewing storm threatening coast-to-coast disruptions. But for those who book this year's air travel with credit card points, you actually may be in luck and there may be some recourse. Maribel Gonzalez picks up the story from right there.
Almost 80 million people will travel over Thanksgiving, AAA projects. Add to the already busy holiday, a blast of frigid Arctic air affecting much of the country, and potential slowdowns due to air traffic controller shortages.
We are working the staffing issue as quickly as we can. We expected some disruption, which is why we're pushing so many controllers through the pipeline.
If your flight is delayed or canceled, using credit card points may get you out of a bind.
Pull out your points, book yourself on another carrier. Even if you don't end up needing to use that flight, you can cancel and get all of your points back for free.
Brian Kelly from the Points Guide suggests also using them for future holiday travel, especially as prices can go up.
You'd be shocked at how much award availability there is.
Some other considerations: if it's your baggage that gets stranded, report the bag at the airport. Consider letting the airline deliver it. Keep receipts of anything you spend through the days without your luggage. If it is lost, check your airline's claims and compensation policy. And during this holiday rush, remember to pack your patience and perhaps some items to keep you busy.
I feel like you should bring like a lot of books, because if you're first traveling and you feel like, oh, it's going to be great, I'm not staying that long, I don't need things to entertain me well. Most likely you're going to need something to entertain yourself.
I'm Maribel Gonzalez reporting.
Very wise advice there. Now, locally, many of you might be heading out of town for Thanksgiving, but there are also a lot of people coming here to enjoy the holiday. Flights have been arriving at Wilmington and Salisbury airports. We spoke with some travelers who say their trips, they weren't too difficult. One couple was happy to escape the snowy conditions up north.
We got out of the snow, we beat the traffic, it was great.
Very good.
I made it super easy. That was my first time in Salisbury Airport, and it was a very small plane, so that was a little different than what I was used to, but just being able to get right off the plane and a 2-minute walk to the car, that was nice.
A lot of you will be interested in this one. We're going to take a look now at the Bay Bridge. We're going to look at it heading westbound. A few cars have been on it this morning, and eastbound you can see that to the left of your screen, but not too busy. Now, of course, we know that record amounts of people are expected to travel this Thanksgiving holiday. Seems like we say that every year, but if you are heading on that Bay Bridge, as of this morning, you should be in good shape. The national price of Thanksgiving dinner, that's down $3 from last year. It's now at $58. In Delaware, though, according to NASDAQ prices, they're actually up 45 cents, making the total for the feast $64.50. People were seen filling their carts and checking out on Wednesday. Some last-minute grocery shopping. Some noticed the price changes. Others say they weren't really bothered by the price.
That's the difference between last year and this year. The only thing that's going down seems to be the gas.
I think things are about the same. We kind of buy the same stuff. We're okay. We're hosting Thanksgiving for 17, so we kind of break the bank no matter what.
That $58 national price tag for a Thanksgiving dinner is the lowest it's been in a few years since 2021. If you don't like cooking for Thanksgiving, maybe you just want to save some time by going out, there are a few places that will be open for the holiday today. Harvest Tide Steakhouse in Lewis welcoming people for Thanksgiving buffet from 11:30 to 8 p.m. Harpoon Hannah's in Fenwick Island also welcoming you and families for a feast. Spain Wine Bar in Ocean City is open, and the Baywood Clubhouse in Millsboro is open from 11 to 6 with a buffet. But that's not all. Those are just a few places that will be open. We do have a full guide online. You can find that on CoastTV.com. We are only a couple hours away from the one and only Thanksgiving staple on NBC, the 98th annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade that kicks off at Coast TV at 8:30 this morning. The massive balloons are already inflated, and they are waiting to make their way through the heart of New York for all to see. New York City officials saying the entire team taking extra security measures to make sure the parade watchers are safe.
I really want to take the moment to tell those Grinches that believe they're going to disrupt the parade, it's not going to happen. Just as we responded last year, we're going to be on top of those who attempt to interrupt the parade in any way possible.
New York City officials say there are no credible or specific threats to the parade at this time. We're now going to head a little closer to home now. Do you know what tandem parking is? If you don't, it's where one car blocks in another car. And that's actually one solution Ocean City is considering to save space and open more parking spots in the coastal town. On Tuesday, the Ocean City Council discussed changing their parking rules to allow tandem parking. According to the Ocean City manager, this would apply to private homes and condos in town. Locals tell us they see pros and cons.
I think that if it were a private home, that would be acceptable because you'd know who you're parking next to. However, if it were a public area such as a condominium, that may not work out very well.
Once the recommended changes are made, this will go in front of the Ocean City Council for a first reading on December 16th. But all of this talk brings us to our Coast TV poll. We were asking you, what concerns you the most about tandem parking? So we've had a couple changes in the last hour. Now 87% of you say moving cars often. That makes sense. You have to ask people to get out of your way. What went up just a little bit is that it's harder for visitors. Still 1% is that the space size could be unclear, and 9% of you voting for the property value impact. Whatever you're thinking, that poll is still open. Go to coasttv.com/vote or vote on our app. Right now, though, we're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News Today. Still ahead, how your leftover pumpkins can turn into some tasty treats for local farm animals. And drug test strips, opioid rescue kits, how a new, what is called a harm reduction vending machine in Milford can save lives. But first, a Thanksgiving tradition on NBC, the National Dog Show. A local man who reached international acclaim in the sport. We have his story and legacy in this week's Coastal Connections. That's next.
No strangers here, just friends you haven't met yet. With comfortable outdoor seating and an authentic Irish bar, Irish Eyes in Milton is a local favorite by the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes in Lewis with ample free parking, a gorgeous waterfront patio, extensive menu favorites, and the best happy hour on the water. Book our Lewis room for all of life's celebrations. With a lovely panoramic view, in-house chef, and a professional team to make your next event one to remember. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
As temperatures drop, FH Fur invites you to be part of something truly heartwarming, our Fall into Comfort Toy Drive. Through December 15th for only $29, the experts at FH Fur will perform a comprehensive heating system inspection, ensuring your home stays snug through the chilly months ahead. The best part? 100% of the proceeds will go to the United States Marine Corps Reserve's Toys for Tots. Schedule your heating inspection today with FH Fur.
877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com.
Coverage on the road, in your community, along the coast. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, coverage you can count on.
Take the holidays with you wherever you go, but not the same old songs over and over. The Duck has hundreds of holiday tunes. Enjoy 24/7 Christmas music on 107.1 The Duck, your Christmas variety station.
Sleighs the Holidays. It's back on 93.5 The Beach. Listen for the cue to call and win your share of amazing rock prizes like autographed and signed guitars, drum heads, concert tickets, limited edition vinyl, and other exciting memorabilia. Sleighs the Holidays is sponsored by Charm City Run Rehoboth Beach. Get all the details at 935thebeach.com. It all starts next week. Happy Holidays from 93.5 The Beach.
It's not Thanksgiving on Coast TV without the National Dog Show. For over 20 years, NBC has aired the prestigious Pooch competition. And this year, there is a bittersweet moment. A local man who was a nationally renowned dog handler, Kaz Hosaka, no longer there, but certainly not forgotten.
The Best in Show winner at the 148th Annual Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show is the miniature poodle.
This was the moment Kaz Hosaka and Sage, the miniature poodle, won Best in Show in May 2024, a crowning achievement for the Rehoboth Beach man who spent decades in the dog show world, and sadly his last, after winning and announcing his retirement.
No word. I'm so happy, exciting.
Hosaka passed away just a month later. His presence wistfully absent at this year's National Dog Show.
You know, Kaz was pretty legendary in our world. He was immaculate, he was a great handler, a great groomer, a great person. And we miss all three of those things about him.
Hosaka's accomplishments remembered just as much as his compassion.
Yeah.
Lina DuPont says Kaz mentored her daughter and her poodle Chippy.
He was so kind and generous with advice and encouragement, and it meant a lot to her.
Greg Strong knew Hosaka for 40 years and calls his friend
a type of person that would help anybody, whether you knew him or not.
Kaz's love for Sage and the sport made clear to everyone around him.
He always had time to talk to people. We would always see Kaz running to the ring because he always had people back at his station that he was talking to. He was a celebrity.
His passion and professionalism lives on even now.
We think about him all the time. You walk through the poodle area and you can't do that without thinking of Kaz.
Gone but never forgotten at the National Dog Show.
He was just an exceptional individual, and they don't make him like that anymore.
For Coastal Connections, I'm Madeline Overturf.
And the National Dog Show airs right here on Coast TV today at noon. Coast TV News Today, though, will return right after this break.
This morning's weather forecast courtesy of Baths by Spicer Brothers, a Delmarva tradition for over 20 years.
Transform your bath today with Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Ask about our Refresh for Less Black Friday promotion. A new bath or shower for just $69.95 plus 20% off all upgrades.
Imagine stepping into a beautifully renovated bath designed by our experts and installed by our certified professionals.
Call our office by December 15th and schedule your free in-home consultation to take advantage of the $69.95 Refresh for Less Black Friday promotion.
Before you sign, keep Baths by Spicer Brothers in mind, because you deserve the best.
Do you feel like good customer service is a thing of the past? Achieving a top-notch lawn and healthy plants can be stress-free when it's with a company you can trust. I'm Richie with AC Plant and Turf, where we make it easy. When you call us, you'll speak directly to someone who cares about your needs. Timely service is our priority. Our experienced team is committed to resolving your questions or concerns quickly. Experience the simplicity and convenience of our service. Don't wait. Take the first step towards a beautiful lawn and landscape and call AC Plant and Turf today.
Turn your home into a masterpiece with Artwork Painting. Local professional painters at an affordable price.
Artwork Painting did an excellent job with our house. We were really happy with all of the pieces of work they did, the drywall work, the walls, the trim. I would definitely recommend Artwork Painting for your house.
Artwork Painting treats our customers and their homes with care, delivering quality work and experiences. Call Artwork Painting now for a free same-day estimate. Artwork Painting, keeping Southern Delaware beautiful inside and out.
The weather is brought to you by Spicer Brothers Construction. Born here to serve here.
Transform your bath today with baths by Spicer Brothers.
Ask about our Refresh for Less Black Friday promotion. A new bath or shower for just $69.95 plus 20% off all upgrades.
Imagine stepping into a beautifully renovated bath, designed by our experts and installed by our certified professionals.
Call our office by December 15th and schedule your free in-home consultation to take advantage of the $69.95 Refresh for Less Black Friday promotion.
Before you sign, keep Baths by Spicer Brothers in mind, because you deserve the best.
Time is now 6:15 on your Thanksgiving morning. We are going to take a live look right now at Cambridge, see what it's looking like there. Looks pretty calm there right now, Bob. I don't see any rain just yet, but maybe a little bit in the lights. No, it is raining.
Yeah, you see it bouncing in the water a little bit there.
I do see it now. Now, Bob, today a lot of people are going to be asking, what are you thankful for? And you actually made a checklist to answer that.
Yes, we do have that. And, not only today, Paige, on Thanksgiving, but, all the days of the year we want to be thankful, right? And here's a little bit of a Thanksgiving checklist. We're thankful for afternoon sunshine. Dry roads and rain, well, we have those. We don't have those this morning. We don't have the dry roads. We have the rain. No snow. Of course, we're thankful for family and friends. I'm thankful for my wife, Susan. Apple pie and pumpkin pie, I'm thankful for that. And not talking politics. I think a lot of people are thankful for that. So, yeah, you want to keep things nice and even keel, right? Here's clouds and radar. We're seeing the rain starting to build into the area now. Sharptown back through Seaford. Also, Milford seeing some showers right now. You're still dry in Salisbury, Snow Hill, and out to the coast, but we are seeing more rain through Easton and Cambridge for the eastern shore. And the steadier and heavier rain, I-95 near D.C., Baltimore, and then a big area of rain moving through New York. It's going to be a washout for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And in the colder air, they're talking about snow into Pennsylvania and into upstate New York and New England. They're looking at a big snowstorm, northern New England. But for us, we're watching low pressure back to our west with the warm front lifting through. We're on the warm side of this system, so we'll be looking at the rain continuing to move through as we see more of that rain through Virginia, and then that extends down a cold front into the southeast. Behind this, we're looking at the coldest air of the season that will be building in, now taking shape across Canada, and that will flood into the U.S. and then spread to the east as we go into the weekend. Temperatures right now, not bad. 57 Delmarva, Georgetown, and Milton as the rain is building in. 58 Ocean City and Bethany Beach at 59. The winds are picking up out of the southeast. That's increasing the moisture, and we'll see those winds gradually turn to the southwest. Here's Futurecast at 7 o'clock with the rain building in. Hit and miss rain at first, and then it becomes steady to heavy later this morning and late morning. And you see these dark green and yellow areas indicating the heavier rain late morning. So ponding on the roads, take it slow. I know a lot of us getting the last minute items for the big meal. We are looking at the steady rain still going on around noon. Then it starts to dry out. Mid-afternoon, we're seeing sunshine and clearing skies and temperatures in the 50s, falling into the 40s this evening as the winds are picking up from the north and west and moving into Friday morning. It's cold with temperatures in the 30s. If you're headed out to the stores for Black Friday, make sure you bundle up, and temperatures only near 50 in the afternoon as we could see a few clouds into the afternoon hours. And then the real push of cold air moves in Saturday morning with temperatures in the low 30s, and we're barely getting out of the 30s in the afternoon, right around 40, and feeling much, much colder with the wind. As far as the rain with this event, we're looking at about 2/10 to about 4/10 of an inch of rain, so that will definitely put a little dent in the drought. And of course, a blast of winter coming this weekend into next week. Highs 10 to 20 degrees below average, overnight lows into the 20s, and it will be staying dry. Not seeing any snowstorms with the cold air. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 58 today with the rain. I think we will see afternoon sun. Friday 50, and then the cold air, lower 40s for the weekend right through the early to middle part of next week, and overnight lows well down into the 20s, a hard freeze. So make sure you winterize your house before the cold air moves in.
Good advice, Bob. Thank you. Right outside of Brandywine Counseling in Milford, you're going to see a vending machine that has things like hygiene kits and opioid rescue kits. All of the items in the machine are free. You just have to enter your zip code. The Delaware Department of Health and Social Services says the vending machines are a way to combat drug use in Delaware.
This is a lifesaver. This is a game changer right here. That's their only hope. Without that, they don't have anything. They have a lot of dead people around.
The vending machines can also be found in Wilmington, Newark, Dover, and in Georgetown at the Pallet Village. Right now, the Milton Chamber of Commerce is warning members about a fake email scam that's asking for donations for something called Veterans Hospice Care. The Chamber says these emails are fake and they are not connected to their organization. They do urge you to ignore the emails, report them as spam, and do not send them any money. The Chamber also reminding everyone they will never request donations via email. Coming up on Coast TV News today, leftover pumpkin plans, animals, you might be hungry for your Halloween scraps. Stick with us on Coast TV News today.
Listen to Big 107.7, Delmarva's classic rock station.
18 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
For many in our community, the holidays can bring about stress as they strive to create unforgettable moments.
That's where the Bless Our Children campaign can help.
Every penny you give helps families right here on Delmarva.
You can help local children by accepting the Shell Brothers Bless Our Children Challenge. As our thank you, we'll list our business name on the Shell Brothers Honor Roll.
You can donate by sending a check or money order to the address on the screen or online at blessourchildren.org.
Together we can make the holidays this year a special one.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it.
We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers.
We are normal people just like you.
And together, we can make a difference.
Take on your legacy.
To learn more, visit nationalguard.com/.
Do you have any leftover pumpkins, perhaps on your porch? Because if you're looking to get rid of them, some local farmers would love to have them. Laura Ritter owns Goat Joy in Harbison and says pumpkins make a great and healthy snack for her farm friends. Ritter says her goats and even her chickens benefit from eating pumpkins.
There's been some research about pumpkin seeds helping to control their internal parasite loads. They're just nutritionally good for them, very high in vitamins and minerals.
Now, before you give your pumpkins away, an important note, Ritter says they cannot accept carved, painted, or already decomposing pumpkins. But she says her and her goats would love your whole pumpkins. State park goers, you'll want to hear this one. 2025 state park passes and surf fishing permits go on sale Tuesday, December 3rd at 8 a.m. These can be bought at state park offices or online. Denrick says delivery can take up to 3 weeks. The annual park pass is $35 for locals. Surf fishing permits, those range from $70 to $180, depending on residency and peak access. All right, we said last hour, Bob, I don't know about anyone going surf fishing today, but maybe it's a Thanksgiving tradition for somebody.
I don't know. If you do, make sure you have the rain gear with you, Paige. But I don't know. I could think of other things, maybe just staying inside and getting the bird in the oven and getting ready for the big feast. Chincoteague and Assateague, you're seeing the rain building in as we go through the morning hours. It's pretty mild, I think, with a high near 60 degrees. And the rain tapers off later this afternoon. Waves kicking up around 3 to 5 feet. Fenwick Island and Ocean City, you're both in the lower 60s as we will see that rain increasing this morning. And then we'll see clearing skies this evening and temperatures into the 50s. On the Bay side, next 3 days, big changes. Cambridge 58 today, and then a big cool down by Saturday, 41, blustery and cold. And for Crisfield, we've got rain today, and then the big cool down into the weekend with highs only in the lower 40s, feeling much colder with the wind, and that cold air sticks around for a while. Much more on that and your holiday forecast coming up in the next half hour.
Thank you, Bob. Also to come on Coast TV News today, a car overturned in Rehoboth Beach, what we know so far about that accident. After being closed for months in Lewis, Angola Road will soon partially welcome drivers again. And we're talking parking solutions, Ocean City, green lighting, a new plan to ease street congestion. We have that and more after the break.
Dedication, determination, and drive. That's what's needed to be a DSN Scholar Athlete, brought to you by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
Each month, we'll award a $1,000 scholarship to a Delmarva senior that excels in the classroom and in sports.
They must have a B average or higher and a drive for good sportsmanship.
Nominate your champion today on the Features tab on DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
The DSN Scholar Athlete, sponsored by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
Have you lost a loved one to suicide? You are not alone. I lost my teenage son to this heartbreaking tragedy.
And I lost my veteran dad, who faced his struggles alone in silence.
We're here as part of the Jesse Clump Memorial Fund's Lost Team, providing support to suicide loss survivors.
We understand this complicated grief. We are here to meet, talk, or text whenever you need.
Remember, you are not alone.
Call us at 410-726-3090.
Together we can heal and find hope again.
You'll be walking in a winter wonderland at Bella Terra's Garden Center this holiday season. From freshly cut Christmas trees and handmade wreaths to poinsettias and Christmas ornaments, let Bella Terra deck your halls and trim your tree. You'll love Christmas shopping at Bella Terra Garden Center as we transform into your ultimate Christmas destination. Bella Terra Landscapes and Garden Center, your Christmas tree headquarters. Bella Terra is located right off Route 16 and Ellendale, Delaware.
Sleighs the holidays. It's back on 93.5 The Beach. Listen for the cue to call and win your share of amazing rock prizes like autographed and signed guitars, drum heads, concert tickets, limited edition vinyl, and other exciting memorabilia. Sleighs the Holidays is sponsored by Charm City Run Rehoboth Beach. Get all the details at 935thebeach.com. It all starts next week. Happy holidays from 93.5 The Beach.
Now on Coast TV News. We're starting our Thanksgiving Day with cloudy skies, and rain is moving into Delmarva. We'll get heavy at times as we go through the morning hours, then drying out later today with a cooler Black Friday than the big chill starting this weekend. Details coming up.
Holiday travel is well underway on Delmarva. We are speaking to some travelers who made their trip to our area. Counting down the hours until the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, security prep underway so that everyone has a fun and safe day. And don't get scammed. Tips to keep your money safe while you're hunting for those Black Friday deals.
This is Coast TV News Today.
It's Thursday, November 28th. Good morning, everybody. I'm Paige Marley. Thank you for joining us in this 6 o'clock hour and on this Thanksgiving morning. Whatever you got for this morning, whether it be work or a Thanksgiving tradition, or maybe you were just so excited, thank you for being up with us. And, if you were hoping to maybe get that run in this morning, Bob, I think this is one of those days they should maybe wait until later this afternoon.
Yeah, I would think so, Paige. Earlier the better on the run, or wait until this afternoon when it does start to clear out. In between, we've got the rain moving in, already starting to move into Sussex County right now, around Seaford, Georgetown, up near Milford. Seeing the rain, the eastern shore as well, around Cambridge. Some heavier showers between Cambridge and Easton. You're dry at Salisbury now, but the rain eventually does move in the next hour or so. As you see this shield of rain to our west and north, a washout in New York for the big parade there. And in the cold air, it's snow into Pennsylvania and New England. We don't have to worry about that. We're just looking at the rain moving in as low pressure is tracking to our west and waves of rain as we go through the morning hours. So no ice with temperatures in the 50s this morning. So we're okay there. Just wet roads and a bit of a southerly breeze that will shift to the southwest as the rain builds in this morning. And that rain does get steady to heavy as we go into the middle to latter part of the morning. So watch out for potting on the roads. I know a lot of us getting those last minute items for the big meal. It will be wet this morning, and then it does start to dry out this afternoon. By 4:30, I think we're in full sunshine and temperatures in the 50s and then falling back into the 40s. And if you're braving the elements and riding the ferry, it's going to be a wet one with temperatures into the 50s and getting pretty breezy as well.
Thanks so much. Now, locally, many of you might be heading out of town for Thanksgiving, but of course, as we know, a lot of people are coming here to enjoy their holiday. Flights have been arriving at Wilmington and Salisbury airports, and we spoke with some travelers. They say their trips, they weren't too bad. One couple was just happy to escape those snowy conditions up north.
We got out of the snow. We beat the traffic. It was great.
Very good. I made it super easy. That was my first time in Salisbury Airport, and it was a very small plane, so that was a little different than what I was used to, but just being able to get right off the plane and like a 2-minute walk to the car, that was nice.
All right, we're going to look now, a live look at the Bay Bridge. We're looking at it heading westbound. A lot of people will be using this bridge west and eastbound, of course, as they travel for the holidays. Right now, a few more cars, but really not bad. So if you are traveling early this morning, I'd say get on the road and take that bridge. I'm taking it tomorrow. We do know that more than 71 million people are expected to be on the roads this week. That's according to AAA. So if you're keeping score at home, that would actually be a record. A lot of you guys out there. Talking money now, the national price of Thanksgiving dinner, it is actually down about $3 from last year. It's at $58 now. But here in Delaware, according to NASDAQ, prices are actually up about 45 cents, making the total for the feast $64.50. People were filling up their carts. They were checking out on Wednesday, and they did notice some price changes. However, some weren't really bothered by the prices.
That's the difference between last year and this year. The only thing that's going down seems to be the gas.
I think things are about the same. We kind of buy the same stuff. We're okay. We're hosting Thanksgiving for 17, so we kind of break the bank no matter what.
And that $58 national price tag for a Thanksgiving dinner is the lowest it's been since 2021. Now, once that turkey and the stuffing are all gone, you know what it's time for. Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday shopping. Maryland Attorney General Anthony Brown is reminding you, however, to look out for scams. He says fake websites, misleading ads, and gift card schemes tend to spike during the holidays. To stay safe, the AG recommends shopping directly with trusted retailers, avoiding suspicious links, and making sure websites are secure with the HTTPS in the URL. And if you're donating to charity, you'll want to double check that the organizations are legitimate. Now, the National Retail Federation, they're estimating roughly 184 million people will shop in stores and online from Thanksgiving through Cyber Monday. They found people plan to spend on average actually $902 per person this year. Total spending reaching as much as $989 billion. A finance expert at NerdWallet says many stores began slashing prices as early as October. That should help consumers spread out their spending a little bit more.
For some of the bigger ticket items, it can actually really matter what day you decide to buy. The prices fluctuate so much in the lead up to the holidays.
Black Friday, still the busiest shopping day, with more than 132 million Americans saying they plan to spend. All right, get this. We are only a few hours really away from the Thanksgiving staple on NBC. You know, we're talking the 98th annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. That kicks off on CoastTV at 8:30 a.m. The massive balloons, they're already inflated, and they're waiting to make their way through the heart of New York City for all of us to see. New York City officials say their entire team is taking some extra security measures to make sure parade watchers are safe. Months of planning and prep has gone behind this event.
Those attention to detail that I think are so important and what really make the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade so special.
Preparations for the 2.5-mile parade route stretched well before Thanksgiving Eve. Designers, painters, builders, engineers, they all spent months in a New Jersey warehouse working on over 22 floats. Now, while celebrating Turkey Day today, also don't forget that you can tune in to CoastTV for Thursday night football tonight. Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers. You can watch that right here on CoastTV at 8 p.m. We're now going to head to Ocean City now. Do you know what tandem parking is? If you don't, it's where one car blocks in another car. That is one solution Ocean City is actually considering to save space and more parking spots in the coastal town. On Tuesday, Ocean City Council discussed changing their parking rules to allow tandem parking. According to the Ocean City manager, this would apply to private homes and condos in town. Locals tell us they see some pros and some cons.
I think that if it were a private home, that would be acceptable because you'd know who you're parking next to. However, if it were a public area such as a condominium, that may not work out very well.
Once the recommended changes are made, this will go in front of the OC Council for a first reading on December 16th. Ingola Road in Lewis, which has been closed for months, will partially reopen on Monday, December 2nd. That's according to DelDOT. While the road will open, drivers should still expect some lane closures during the day. The right turn lane on Route 24 will remain closed. Full paving of the road is expected to be finished by the spring. A car overturned in Rehoboth Beach, and we're going to show you the scene on Grove Street and Columbia Ave. Firefighters worked to safely remove that driver through the sunroof. The driver was then taken to the hospital. Police are still investigating what caused that accident. We still have a lot more news to get to in this final half hour, so don't how the Brandywine Valley SPCA is stepping in to show some extra love to its shelter pets this Thanksgiving. And coming up in sports, we have a preview of this weekend's state championship game for Indian River football. But first, an updated roadmap for the new shopping center project in Seaford. Stick with us on Coast TV News Today.
You push it. You try to hold them shut, but your doors won't stay closed no matter what. Introducing Ruby Monkey Magnets. Ultra-thin magnetic plates that will keep your doors and drawers shut. Just peel to reveal the super strong adhesive. Place the monkey, then the magnet, and close. Installation is that simple, and now you have a door that will stay shut. The secret is the ultra-strong industrial magnet's powerful attraction that holds tight. Monkey magnets work on most surfaces and are perfect for cabinets, dresser drawers, sliding closet doors, and more. Even your outdoor problems are solved in an instant because they're corrosion and rust resistant. Call or go online now to get 8 sets of monkey magnets for only $9.99. Due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get monkey magnets at this low price. There is a strict limit of 1 house pack per order. Call now.
Call 1-800-453-9032. That's 1-800-453-9032. Call or visit GetMonkeyMagnets.com. So call 1-800-453-9032 now.
Mondays at 5 on Big 1077. It's time to huddle up and talk football.
We're talking touchdowns, tackles, and everything in between.
From game-changing plays to the latest news around the league.
We'll take a deep dive into all of the plays that made a difference.
We'll see you in the end zone.
Catch the End Zone Mondays at 5 on Big 1077. Sponsored by Tyndall's Casual Furniture and North Star Heating and Air Conditioning.
I like going to the events that are actually set up through the station that we have a connection to, a lot of the fundraising events. It's a good opportunity for me to see the good work's going on in the community and also interact with the people. When you're out and about, people are so friendly to come up to you and say hi, and that they watch, and very appreciative of that. It's good that you feel like you're making an impact out there.
Coast TV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
6:37 on this Thanksgiving morning. A little jittery on the Laurel camera, Tyndall's Casual Furniture cam, but we're looking at cloudy skies. Rain moving into the area, now starting to move more into Sussex County, around Seaford, the eastern shore as well. You're drier farther south, but even there, the rain will fill in as we are seeing more rain building back through Virginia as low pressure is developing to our west. We're looking at snow across Pennsylvania and interior parts of the Northeast. It's mild with temperatures in the 50s, 59, Bethany Beach 57 in Georgetown, Delmarva at 57, and a bit of a southerly breeze as well. Once again, happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. It's going to clear up as we go into the afternoon, but this morning it's rain heavy at times, then afternoon sun and drier and 57 degrees. Our umbrella winner today, and good timing for Robert McCoy. He can use that umbrella. He's from Salisbury. Congratulations to him from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
New this morning, one shopping center in Seaford has some big plans for the upcoming year. City leaders say the Nylon Capital Shopping Center is wrapping up demolition and then ramping up the building. We're going to take a look at an updated roadmap for the project. City leaders say demolition will finish by the end of the year and multiple buildings will fill in throughout the next year. Seaford's Economic Development Director saying the project should see major developments next year.
With anything, those dates are always fluid, but now we're really getting down to brass tacks, and those things are starting to really take shape.
Seaford leaders say the first finished building at the center should be open by the end of January. Don't forget, you don't want to miss out on some Sunday night football this weekend. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Buffalo Bills. That coverage starts at 7 on CoastTV, and then you can stay tuned right after for your local news.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
This Saturday, Indian River football takes on Tatnall for the 1A state championship. And while the action unfolds at 1 p.m., we'll be watching along, and you should join us. Another year of state championship games means another year of the Wawa Watch Party. We'll have a watch along from the Wawa Studios where we'll watch the game live, talk about storylines and expectations, and interact with our viewers. These were a whole lot of fun last year when Stephen Decatur and Kate Penlopen made their runs to the final, so make sure to tune in this Saturday at 1 p.m. And with football wrapping up, that means basketball is right around the corner. Join us on DSN as we prepare for another thrilling season of hoops action. Make sure to download the DSN app and subscribe to DSN Plus for updates. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day, everyone.
And tonight on the Delmarva Sports Network at 4:30, Stellar Fights 61. That's followed by Stellar Fights 64 at 8:30. Well, this is the time of year all of us at Coast TV and our sister station collect donations for our Bless Our Children campaign. That money goes to local nonprofits who hand-select families in need. So every year, every child gets a gift Christmas morning. And here are some of the folks who helped make that happen.
And we want to thank businesses, groups, individuals, and so many more who have donated at least $1,000 to the Bless Our Children campaign and stepped up to join the Shell Brothers Challenge.
Here's a Shell Brothers honor roll in amounts given in increments of $1,000.
Atlantic Community Foundation, James Maloney.
Eastern Shore Corvette Club, Inc., Tony Tank Tribe number 149, Carolyn D. Lehman Johnson, Midway Par 3.
Edward Jones Office of Melinda Tinkle, Jeff and Ann Vitas. In loving memory of John Angelis, Kathy and Michael Newcomb.
Apgar Turf Farm, Inc., Suicide Bridge Restaurant in memory of Bill O'Hickman.
Eastern Shore Region Antique Automobile Car Club, SPI Farmer Incorporated, Peninsula Imaging LLC, Johnny Janasic.
In loving memory of Sean Noel.
Classic Cakes,
David and Louise. Willard's Lions Club, Mr. and Mrs. R. Dean Goldsboro.
Rose Wheaton, Horsey Poultry Farm LLC, American Legion Post 64, Tops Cut Off, American Legion Sinpuxent Post 166.
Jefferson, Orion, Doan, and Sterner, PA. Pepsi Bottling Ventures. Crowley Associates Realty, Inc., Murray's Residential Services.
Eastern Shore Auctions by Willie Benton, Burris Logistics, Terra Firma of Delmarva Paving, Alan Corman and Son Incorporated.
Lewis Rehoboth Moose Lodge 646, J. Stacy Hart and Associates, Dwayne and Brandy Geis Absolute PDR.
ABC Refrigeration Incorporated in memory of Pop, Ramco Solutions, Miranda Hard and O'Leary Contracting LLC, Closet Works of Delmarva LLC,
Unfinished Business Thrift Shop, Idlewild Ruriton Club, Redmond Orphans Board, Painting in America Made Great Again, Early Johnson Painting.
HVAC Services Unlimited Incorporated, Contractors for a Case Foundation, Mike Singleton's Pest Control, Shore Fund Tractor Pullers.
Historical Vintage Car Club of Delaware, Inc., in memory of Maurice and Pearl Jordan.
Sons and Daughters of Italy in Ocean City Lodge number 2474, Dagsboro Paint and Wallpaper, Chris's Pool Service.
Lydia's Grab and Go Bistro, IES Residential, Inc., in memory of Joan Louise Ranger. Creative Concepts.
Collins Wharf Sod, K&T Utilities LLC, Eastern Shore Traffic LLC, Chesapeake Trenching Incorporated.
G.R. Campbell Construction, Cox's RV Repair, Zion Church of Salisbury Women of Faith, Wheels That Heal Car Club, American Legion Auxiliary Sinnepunxent Unit 166.
Preston Gromark FS, American Veterans Thrift Store, Cheer Incorporated Employees, Daisy's Well Drilling, CG's Beach Base.
American Legion Nanacoke Squadron 6, B&R Auto Parts, Inc.
Again, we appreciate all of you taking on the Shell Brothers Challenge as part of WBOC and Coast TV's Bless Our Children campaign.
And if you'd like to help, you can donate on our website at blessourchildren.org.
Thank you for helping WBOC, CoastTV, and DSN lend a hand.
And together, we can make the holidays this year a very special one.
Bless Our Children is administered by the Draper Holdings Charitable Foundation.
And don't forget too, as the Christmas season rolls around, we welcome all of you to share your holiday decorations with us. We want to see the bright lights and your festive setups. So submit your pictures and your videos right now on coasttv.com/holidayhouse.
We're awaiting the rain in Salisbury, but it will be moving in as we go through the morning hours. So if you're headed out for those last-minute items, beware. It will be wet, and it could get heavy, the rain, as we go through the morning hours. And then we do dry it out for your Thanksgiving afternoon. It clears out, and then dry and cool into Friday, and then very cold beginning this weekend. The coldest air of the season so far. Forecast details in 2 minutes.
Listen to Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. We are Delmarva proud.
Tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Come on, let's turkey drive.
Dolphins.
Wow.
Packers.
Touchdown.
In prime time.
Glad you're with us for the last course. Off we go.
Tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Let's get back to business. America, get on the right note. If you're floating on the boat, you know who get the vote. Let's end this thing with a bang.
The Voice, live Monday and Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
Is your cookware scratched inside and an eyesore on the outside? Introducing Gotham Steel Hammered Cream Cookware. Forged with an authentic hammered design, engineered with extremely strong titanium and tri-coated with ultra non-stick ceramic. Gotham Steel features double the non-stick release. Now you can cook healthier without all the butter or oil. Get this huge 15-piece set for 4 payments of $49.99 with free shipping.
To order, call 1-800-513-6408.
Ready to have some fun? Yeah. Somebody's having a night tonight.
I love this wheel. Thursday at 7 on CoastTV.
Next Jeopardy! It's Turkey Day! In a game this thrilling, there's plenty to be thankful for.
I catch myself watching.
Ooh, this is awesome! Let's find out which of you three will have the most plentiful harvest. Next Jeopardy!
Thursday at 7:30 on CoastTV.
Weather brought to you by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, dedicated to excellence in Delaware and Maryland.
It's the perfect time to upgrade your home's comfort with Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning.
Now through December 7th, get up to $2,200 with Carrier's Cool Cash instant rebate on qualifying systems. That's right, big savings on a brand new, energy-efficient heating system. You may also be eligible for a federal tax credit up to $2,000 with a qualified system.
Get it done now and stay warm all winter long. Call Coastal Comfort or visit coastalcomfort.com, a Carrier factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Time is now 6:47 on this Thanksgiving morning as we go take a live look right now at Laurel. We were hoping to see more of a sunrise, Bob, but you did warn us clouds are starting to roll in, and we are definitely going to see a little bit of rain today.
You know, it's one of those cases of be careful what you ask for and wish for, Paige. You know, we have the rain, you know, not the best timing, but we have the rain this morning. So I guess we are thankful for the rain. It's just not the best timing for sure as we get ready for Thanksgiving. And the rain is building in during the morning hours. It will become steady to heavy at times. Watch for ponding on the roads. Take it slow. I know a lot of us going out for those last-minute items before the big meal. Drying out into the afternoon hours and then breezy and colder by this evening, and then really cold weather for this weekend and beyond. But first things first, the rain is beginning to move into Sussex County, Delmar, Seaford up to Georgetown, Milford, a little heavier for the eastern shore. Still dry a little farther southeast towards the coast right now, but you can see some of that heavier rain with that deeper green extending into the eastern shore. Cambridge, Best Pitch, Drum Point also seeing that rain. But farther south, Salisbury, you're still dry, and then back towards Chincoteague and Ocean Pines. But eventually, you too will see that rain filling in as there is more moving in from Virginia. And then we've got the heavier rain back through the I-95 corridor through D.C., Annapolis, back through D.C., New York as well. Of course, the big Macy's parade, that's going to be a washout. Hopefully they can get the balloons up. Hopefully it's not too windy. And it's snow across interior parts of Pennsylvania, New York, and New England. They're going to get a big snowstorm there in the colder air. But for us, we are on the warm side of the system. In fact, a warm front lifting north with surface low pressure back to the west. And you can see all the rain extending back through the Carolinas and Virginia as well. And then eventually this will move through, and then behind it, we've got much colder air that will be building into the U.S. And boy, are we going to feel that as we go into the weekend and beyond. But right now it's mild with the rain building in, temperatures into the 50s, and a southerly breeze right now, which will start to turn more southwesterly. Here's Futurecast at 7:30 with the rain. The rain becomes steady to heavy at times this morning. Temperatures not moving much through the mid-50s, and with that heavier rain, it's going to cause problems on the roads with ponding. And then I think by early to mid-afternoon, the clouds start to part. We start to see some sunshine, so maybe throw the football around a little bit, work off some of that turkey. And then this evening, it's clearing out. It's getting colder. Temperatures falling through the 40s into the 30s. And if you're up early for Black Friday, we're looking at temperatures into the 30s. I was thinking of an old football movie. And then as we move into your Friday afternoon, right near 50 degrees with some increasing clouds, maybe a stray shower. And then the real cold air builds in behind that Saturday morning, down in the 30s, even some 20s. And we're barely getting out of the 30s, some 40s possible Saturday afternoon, feeling much colder with that wind. As far as the rain goes, maybe about 2/10 to about 4/10 of an inch of rain. But the big story is a blast of winter this weekend into next week, and highs 10 to 20 degrees below average. Overnight lows in the 20s. Make sure you winterize that house, protect your pipes. We'll be staying dry, not seeing anything in the way of snow with the cold. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. The rain this morning and then the afternoon sun, 58. Friday, 50 degrees, mostly sunny. And it will be dry for the weekend into next week, but just very cold. Temperatures only in the low 40s for highs. Overnight lows well down into the 20s.
Bob, thank you. Happening today, the Brandywine Valley SPCA will be serving up plates of love to shelter pets as part of their holiday feast. Beginning at 11, across all campuses, volunteers and staff provide pets with new supplies and food. The SPCA says this long-standing tradition continues to expand each year as the Thanksgiving feast for pets spending Thanksgiving in the shelter continue to grow. And on that note now, the holiday season, as we know, is in full swing. Right now on CoastTV.com, we have your full guide to Christmas on Delmarva. From parades, tree lightings, and more festivities, we are breaking down the holiday season all along our coast. Make sure you check it out. All right, but time is now 6:51 this morning, and that means we got to check in with our coastal pet of the day. Oh, there we go. Today's coastal pet of the day is Esmeralda. You can tell, there's no question, she's ready for Thanksgiving. And according to Esmeralda, sweet potatoes is one of her faves. A great choice, Esmeralda. We want to see all your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos of them. Tell us what makes them so special. What you can do is scan the QR code on your screen and then submit your furry friends to us to Coast TV. And then you just got to watch weekdays from 5 to 7. You'll see all the pets we feature.
I always try to put costumes on my dog, but they never wanted to keep them on. They always try to get them off. But we're looking at clouds. We're awaiting the rain in Ocean View right now. Just cloudy, and it's mild with temperatures in the 50s. The rain overspreads the region this morning. A wet Thanksgiving to start. Then it dries out mid-afternoon with clearing skies. A dry and cool Friday, then very cold beginning this weekend. We go into the deep freeze. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next.
Hi y'all, it's April from Coast Country, and every Tuesday I get the honor of highlighting an amazing teacher right here on Delmarva with Teacher Feature. If you know a teacher who deserves some extra love, those who go above and beyond every day, head to coastcountry.com and nominate them today. Then tune in each Tuesday to hear their story. Teacher Feature right here every Tuesday at 11 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning and Vernon Powell Shoes.
Flashing lights. See them, and you know to go slow. Now we put that same technology in the palm of your hand with Lizard Flare. It's the high-tech safety flare with no flame. Lizard Flare uses 15 high-intensity LED strobes that can be seen nearly a mile away, and a powerful magnet that sticks to your car without exiting the vehicle. Look, flares are dangerous, but Lizard Flare won't let you down. A dead battery, an empty gas tank. With Lizard Flare, help is on the way. Lizard Flare Pro has an ultra-bright flashlight too.
Get your Lizard Flare for only $9.99, but wait, Lizard Flare may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Lizard Flare is stopping manufacturing effective immediately. There is a strict limit of 2 vehicle packs per order. Call now.
This may be your last chance, so call 1-800-604-4696. That's 1-800-604-4696, or visit lizardflare.com now. You like to keep your beard perfectly groomed, but she hates all that mess. Now there's VacuTrim by Bell & Howell, the total body shaver that trims your hair and vacuums it up. VacuTrim stainless steel blades give you a precision cut, while the built-in vacuum captures the hair shavings. It has 20 trim settings to shape your beard and tame body hair with no mess. Get VacuTrim with free shipping for only $39.95.
Call 1-800-263-0608. That's 1-800-263-0608 or go to vacutrim.com.
For many in our community, the holidays can bring about stress as they strive to create unforgettable moments.
That's where the Bless Our Children campaign can help.
Every penny you give helps families right here on Delmarva.
You can help local children by accepting the Shell Brothers Bless Our Children Challenge. As our thank you, we'll list our business name on the Shell Brothers Honor Roll.
You can donate by sending a check or money order to the address on the screen or online at blessourchildren.org.
Together, we can make the holidays this year a special one.
Time is now 6:54. It's time for some things you need to know before you go. We are less than 2 hours away from the Thanksgiving staple on NBC. The 98th annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade kicks off on CoastTV at 8:30. The massive balloons are already inflated and they are waiting to make their way through the heart of New York City for all of us to see. New York City officials say their entire team is taking some extra precautions this year to make sure the parade watchers are safe. Officials say there are no credible or specific threats to the parade at this time. Right outside Brandywine Counseling in Milford, you're going to see that vending machine. It's actually filled with things like hygiene kits and opioid rescue kits. All of the items in the machine are free, but you just have to enter your zip code. The Delaware Department of Health and Social Services says the vending machines are a way to combat drug use in Delaware. The vending machines can also be found in Wilmington, Newark, Dover, and in Georgetown at the Pallet Village. Do you have any leftover pumpkins on your porch? If so, if you're looking to get rid of them, local farmers would love to have them. Laura Ritter owns Goat Joy in Harbison. She says pumpkins make for a great and healthy snack for her farm friends. Ritter says her goats and even her chickens can benefit from eating pumpkins. Who knew? All right, we're coming up on 6:57 now. Time for a look at your forecast before you head out the door. Bob, like we were saying, this Thanksgiving, maybe not what we hoped for, but I guess we'll take it.
Can't have everything, right,
No.
Paige? And I still have my pumpkin, too. It's like the clash of the pumpkin and then the Christmas decorations. But now I know where to take my pumpkin to recycle it. Now, a lot of you might be making those last-minute changes and, of course, running out to the store to get those last-minute items for the big meal this morning. We're looking at the rain. It will be heavy at times. Watch for ponding on the roads. A little slippery out there as well. But with temperatures in the 50s, obviously no issues with any kind of freezing or anything. Then as we go into the afternoon, we'll see decreasing clouds and the sun will come out a little bit later into the afternoon. So maybe you can throw the football around a little bit to work off some of that turkey. But happy Thanksgiving, everybody. 57 with the rain this morning, heavy at times, and then the afternoon sun and drier. Our Paul Davis 10-day forecast. Friday, mostly sunny, 50 degrees. Then here comes the cold air. Look at those lows in the 20s beginning Saturday morning. And as we go into the weekend, it's dry but cold. Highs only in the lower 40s. And we keep those temperatures well below average as we go into next week as well. Not seeing any snow or rain with this cold air. We'll continue to watch that, but make sure you winterize your house. That's very important because this is the coldest air of the season. Overnight lows in the 20s. Temperatures do rise a little bit by the end of the week into the upper 40s, but then it gets colder and dry into next weekend. So Paige, bundle up and stay warm.
I plan on it, Bob. Thank you. And thank you for joining us on Coast TV News today. Today's show's next at 7. There is no Coast TV News midday today, but you can enjoy the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade coming up soon. Have a fantastic Thanksgiving, everybody.